Your daily hour with
Yeah. Hey everybody, it's the program here on TV. And once again, every day, once a day, turn on the machines and we start talking. We're gonna be here for an hour. It's Monday.
Yes, we made it. Is my mic even on? Oh man, it wasn't even on.
Oh.
It's like,
Yep.
yeah, that's what it was like. Yes, yet
Monday,
another.
Dan.
Yeah, yet another Monday.
How
Yeah,
are you doing today, Dan?
I'm doing okay. I slept in, of course. It's today for us. It's Martin Luther King Day.
Oh yeah.
For you, it was last week.
Last week we talked all about that last week. This week is Dog Week.
Dog Week.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'll have to be Sharpay today. Oh, that was bad.
Oh.
Peekaboo.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll try not to do too many of those because it will hurt you. I don't want to hurt you with my sad little puns.
No fun.
Yeah. So.
How's the week?
Well. I caught an exciting new virus. I was very sick this week.
Oh no.
Yeah, I thought it was food poisoning again.
Mhm.
Then you can say later, "Oh, Dan, why do you get food poisoning so often?"
Don't eat old food, Dan. You gotta stop it. I know you like it so much, I guess.
Well, I don't like old food. It's just that I'm inclined to eat leftovers so that it doesn't go to waste.
Yeah.
But this was the norovirus. And I did some research into the norovirus.
Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you. Yeah, so the norovirus is very common. It's been around for a long, long time. And the virus attaches itself to the cells, or attacks the cells of the intestines. Okay, and so the activity of the virus and our response to it happens in the upper and lower intestines. And I have to do more research to find out where to attach it and what it does and everything. But there is a set of symptoms, just like a cold, right? A cold is a virus, and the cold attacks the sinuses. And that's where it lives, and that's where its activity, and so our body response to the virus happens in the sinuses. And part of the success of the virus is our body's response to it. It helps the virus propagate. For instance, when we catch a cold, our response to it, or the activity of the virus, makes us cough and sneeze, and we get a lot of phlegm. And in the phlegm and in the cough and in the sneeze are millions and millions and millions of live viruses. And when the phlegm or the sneeze or whatever gets on our hands, or lands on the countertop, or touches our clothing, someone else touches that, and then they touch their nose or their mouth, typically their nose. All it takes is one live virus, and they start reproducing, and they find their way in there, and they start reproducing right away. In the case of the norovirus, the cold virus, there are 3 subtypes, and of those there are dozens of subtypes, and they constantly mutate, and so there's this rotation.
That's why we can't get immune.
Well, we become immune to every single cold virus that we fight off.
Yeah.
But there are over 100 different varieties of cold virus, and over a lifetime, the varieties may have mutated such that they become new to us. And so every single cold that we get is a new variety. The symptom set is different. That's why sometimes you'll catch a cold and it's a sore throat. Other times you catch a cold and you cough like crazy, or you get a lot of phlegm or something like that. There's variations. So the norovirus attacks our lower intestines, and the symptom set is severe diarrhea. That's the worst nasty part. We will get lower stomach cramping. There will be cramping. There are chills. We'll feel chills and cold.
You're not going to give this to me, right?
No. It's long since gone. I'm no longer contagious. And I found out about how to prevent giving it to others, such that Xander and Chris did not get this virus. I didn't pass it to them. Because I knew how to.
You just got over it.
Well, I knew what to do to prevent them from getting it. And there's a certain kind of behaviors. And if you're interested, well, more than that. It's not, when you have a cold, you have to do 2 or 3 things to prevent other people from getting it. For instance, when you cough, you keep your cough covered. When you blow your nose, you have to wash your hand. When you sneeze or whatever, you have to wipe down anything you sneezed on. And the cold virus is less hardy than the norovirus. The cold virus dies within a couple of hours of exposure to open air. It's not very hardy. It can't last. And in a sneeze, you'll have a virus that is living inside a tiny, tiny little droplet of vapor from the sneeze. And that lands, it floats around, and then it lands somewhere that someone touches or it's near their face and they get it. So the norovirus, you get the chills, a mild fever, you'll get body aches, you'll get a headache, and I think a few other symptoms. But they're pretty standard. And a lot of people will mistake this for food poisoning. And it's entirely possible that what I got last time may or may not have been food poisoning. It might have been a variant of the norovirus. The norovirus will stay intact and alive for days afterwards.
Ooh.
In the open air.
Oh, no.
It's a hardy little bugger. And it, as a cold virus, is conducted by phlegm and stuff of the upper respiratory system. The norovirus lives in the lower end, and it survives in everything wet below the belt. Okay, so what happens is you get done sitting on the throne. Everything that you touched has live virus on it. And so the toilet handle, the nozzles of your faucet, the door handle, your pants when you pull them up, you're getting norovirus all over those. And so to keep other people from catching it, you have to wipe down the toilet handle, wherever you touched on your pants when you pull them up, the faucet, right? You have to wipe those down. And the norovirus is hardy against heat and cold, and so like boiling things will do the trick, but like room temperature won't kill it, and getting it fairly warm, like hot
sanitizer.
Water. Yeah. You got to sanitize it. Alcohol is great because the alcohol breaks their little protein coats. So rubbing alcohol, wiping something down with rubbing alcohol works pretty good. It's a good thing. Those antibacterial soaps, if they are not alcohol based, if they're bleach based, that might do the trick. But the bleach kills the bacteria, but you get 1 or 2 that, or viruses, you'll get 1 or 2 that survive, and they are super.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Their progeny, their children, whatever they split into, they're tough against the bleach. And so that's how we create super germs.
Yeah.
By killing all but that 1%, and the 1% is resistant.
Yeah.
And so those reproduce, and so bleach becomes no longer effective. We have to use a harsher chemical to kill them. Now, that's why alcohol is better. It doesn't attack...
Harsher than bleach, huh?
Well, what it does is the alcohol breaks their cell walls, and it doesn't matter what kind they are. It doesn't matter how super they are. It breaks their little cell walls, right? It's toxic to hundreds and hundreds of viruses and bacteria and stuff. It's just the way alcohol works on the surface of cells. So anyway, I went through this for 3 days. I thought it was, I didn't know what it was. I assumed it was food poisoning. right? Because Chris bought some muffins from Safeway, and I ate one, and the next morning I was sick, super sick, and I'm like, the muffin,
I've never heard of this norovirus thing. No. So how did you hear about
have
it?
you ever heard of cruise ships where everybody gets sick on the ship? Everyone gets terrible diarrhea and terrible sickness. Some people throwing up. Some people. I got my number
All
right there.
Hey, look at that.
Okay,
We're
you've
gonna
heard of
get
that,
a
right?
thing here.
That's a norovirus.
Okay. Uh-oh. Here we go. I was gonna roll the dice. Here we go. It's a 2 I lost.
Oh.
3
Yeah.
again.
Oh,
Alright, well,
well.
we're gonna see. We still have a lot of points to go.
Yeah. So we got a 2. So these cruise ships over the past 10 years or so, I remember hearing about it or reading about it or seeing it on the news, how, Carnival Cruise sets sail for the Bahamas and then it's out for like 2 days, and there's this massive outbreak of everyone getting sick, or half the people on the ship getting sick. And the ship has to turn around and go back into port because their waste recycling system can't take the massive amount of flushing
Oh my god.
that occurs. Yeah, and people get sick and it spreads like crazy. And that's the norovirus, and it's not as common as the cold, but it's very common. And if you don't practice a certain kind of hygiene after you're done dealing with it, then you'll give it to anyone else that sits down.
I've not seen it. I've not heard of it.
Norovirus. Do
research.
research on norovirus today.
I am worried about it. We're in the same realm of things, and I could see getting it. Hopefully not. I just got over a cold not too long ago. So I just hope I don't get this
What
next
was
one
your
too.
symptoms of the cold?
Cold stuff like headache and nose plugging and sneezing and
Any fever?
coughing and no, I never really get fevers.
Sometimes you'll get, usually with a cold I'll get like 1 degree.
Yeah, maybe a little fever.
Yeah, if you feel like hot, like your head feels hot, but you're like cold.
Yeah, not like a fever, maybe a little bit uncomfortable, but
Yeah, a fever, if it goes up 2 degrees, that's intense. 3 or 4 degrees, that's really, because in Fahrenheit we're at 98.6. That's where we should be, all of us. And you get half a degree, you're up to 99. You get a degree and a half, you're at 100 degrees. And our bodies can survive a fever of up to 103, 104. 105 is very, very dangerous because it starts damaging our body's biofunctions.
yeah.
That high temperatures, proteins can't fold the way they're supposed to, enzymes can't hook up with coenzymes the way they're supposed to, our nervous system starts going wonky-doo, all of our major systems start having trouble doing their normal function when our temperature goes up that high.
What did you do to find out the norovirus? Did you drink a lot of grapefruit juice or?
No, water. Oh, I was so thirsty. I lost a huge amount of water in the first day.
Yeah.
A huge amount.
Checking the water.
Yeah. I hardly ate anything. I just drank water, drank water, drank water. So the first day was expellation. I got to try to use a word right that is not a gross word, but you right, you get a mental image anyway, and that's, well, I can't help it. So the second day, I had a fever and chills, and I was achy, and what else? Oh, cramping and headache. Right, I was pretty much done. With the first major symptom, and the second day I just had all the rest of the symptoms, and then the third day I ached like crazy. I didn't have much of any other symptoms. I might have had a little fever, but I just ached everywhere. I was shuffling around the house. and I hurt so bad. I was just popping aspirin after aspirin after aspirin, and it helped a lot, but I just felt awful. And yeah, so it lasted for 3 days, and there's no such thing as a 24-hour flu, and some people will get or 72-hour flus. Regular flu, if someone gets the flu, it's upper respiratory, and it's not necessarily, lower end intestinal issues. So it's important to kind of like have a clear understanding of what your symptoms are, and it can give you a sense of what it is you might have, and with that knowledge you can approach treatment better, right? So yeah, and the flu is a virus, norovirus is a virus, and the cold is a virus, and they attack different parts of our bodies, and our bodies respond in different ways to each. And yeah, so that's the norovirus. Yeah. So if you get these symptoms like I have described, if you don't want other people to get it, you should clean up, wash up, and everything that you touched. Everything that you touched, post paperwork, you gotta hit it with the alcohol. Alcohol swabs. Yeah. So there. That's it. I'm done talking about that.
We got a message here. I don't know, it's from a new caller. I don't know who it is. They called while the show is happening, so they'll probably watch it. Oh yeah, I gotta plug it in.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's what they said. Yeah, I gotta plug it in and we'll call them back. Here goes.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's
Does it say who the call was?
No, I don't know who it
name?
is, but we'll call them back. It says 2 years. That's what the transition was. Oh, and then we also have somebody who looked like they were trying to hit on Martise from last night too, in text messages.
Yeah, when did you do the program yesterday?
'Cause
I don't. Did you end up?
It was
calling?
busy. Your phone was busy when we were trying to call you.
Oh yeah, I was on the phone.
Yeah, we were talking about that. We don't hear the busy signal too often, only on landlines and stuff. So.
Well, if you call in the afternoon, it's more likely to be busy. If you call in the evenings, before 10, because you can't do the show late on Saturdays, right?
Static voice message system
Sundays?
360. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
I do not wish to hang up.
Cheers.
And this is us from the Your Daily Hour with me. Please call us back.
You have about 50 minutes, 45 minutes. Okay, bye.
45, yep.
Oh man, so you're feeling better now? You feel extra better because now you can remember how you felt then.
Well, one appreciates one's health after being sick.
That's what I always think. When you get sick and you think being sick is so horrible, remember when you're feeling fine on a regular day, maybe you're like, oh, I'm bored, or I'm,
Yeah, don't take it for granted because, you will be sick again.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it'll happen.
I don't have anything to do. I'm gonna do nothing. But being bored and healthy is great. It's a great time to be in.
What do you think that appreciation time is? Like days? Just a couple of days? Like
for you? For me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, how long has it been since you've been over your cold?
Yeah, it's been a couple of days. I feel.
Are you still appreciating being healthy?
I think so.
Yeah, 2-3 days. I would say 2-3 days. I was better by Saturday.
Well, I'm back into it. I was eating and drinking, cautiously, and now maybe I would say my period of being worried about being sick is over, because I was even after I was sick, I was still cautiously, and I was drinking water, eating, like spinach, and stuff. And now today I'm drinking soda and eating a burrito. So maybe
back to your normal eating
Yeah.
patterns.
yeah. Hey, it's time for info time here.
Okay,
5,
I will give this a shot.
3,
Okay, here we go.
1.
Can I do it?
Now it's info time.
Here are some answers to some frequently asked questions about the program. You are watching it right now. It's called Your Daily Hour with Me, and it's a call-in television talk show that's filmed right here in Thurston County every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. It's every night at 11:30 on TCTV Channel 22. The episode that was filmed today will air next week at the same time, and vice versa from last week. If you are watching at 2 a.m., it's the episode from the same day of the month of the previous year. You can also watch any episode on the program on YouTube. Anyone can be on the program, especially you. Your Daily Hour with Me relies on community for the content, so give us a call at 360-836-4384 and leave a message, and we'll call you back while we're on the program. Thank you for watching, and now back to the program.
Yeah.
Well, I did it fairly well.
I think you did it just fine, yeah.
Well, I got to get all close up so I can, see it gooder.
You're gonna need a heavier glasses prescription soon, or?
Yeah, I've had these glasses, I think, for 4 years. I have 2 pair. I have one with plastic rims and metal rims. And, the little ear, the plastic things in the ear, the outer dark covering, whatever, has come off all on this one and almost all on the other one. I've had them a long time. And they're a little scuffed here and there, and I am due.
I'm not sure if we should call back this kind of creepy hitting on Marquise.
If he's hitting on Mertice, I wouldn't.
We just leave him alone, just not read his text messages, leave him alone because he's being kind of scary. Well,
is he leaving texts?
He's leaving texts, yeah, see, you can see them, but I don't want to read them.
You don't want to read them?
You could look at them.
Oh.
But I don't want to read them.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
he's hitting on her.
Maybe we should call him
He's
anyway.
hitting on her. Well, we would have to give him instructions on how not to be creepy on a guest.
Yeah, here, we'll just call him back. I'm interested in who he is. I'm going to call him back, tell him there's no girls here.
Please
anyway.
leave your message for 360.
Blah, 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 blah.
Hey!
It's the program calling you back.
You let some text messages being freaky. I don't know if you think that's going to help your chances by saying scary things.
Yeah.
Maybe it does, though. Okay, bye. If you're a total like freako creep guy,
Yeah.
and you just like say freaky weird things to every girl out there,
Well,
it might happen eventually. One of them will like it, and play the numbers.
Okay. There, as I move through the world, there may be women that find me attractive and like me, but if they don't say anything to me, if they don't indicate or make it clear in some way that they're interested and they like me, I won't know, and I can't respond to it. And maybe I like them too, but I'm too much of a chicken shit to say something to them. And it's the guys that indicate their interest, and they do it regularly to all the women they're interested in. Sooner or later, one of them that would not otherwise say anything realizes that, he likes me.
This reminds me of King of the Hill. When Boomhauer is a ladies' man or whatever.
Yeah.
Bobby the kid wanted him to learn his secrets. He's like, how do you do it? So Boomhauer takes him out, and then Boomhauer just goes up to every single lady, and he's just like, hey, baby, and then they slap him, and then he goes up to the next one, he does the same thing, and he just keeps doing that, and then one of them eventually gives in. So it's just he's just asking every single person out there.
And eventually one of them is like, yeah, you're all right.
It'll probably work out that way, but...
Yeah,
Is that a weird way to go about things?
I'm too sensitive to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I hate the rejection. I really don't want to be shot down. I hate that feeling, that kind of disappointment, or I don't like it. I don't like it at all, and so I don't generally make much in the way of effort. To say that, but I would need to if I was really on the hunt for a girlfriend, if I if I just had to, I would be much more pursuey. But I do things different. I move through the world much differently than that.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's dog week this week. We're talking about dogs. Did you ever have a dog?
Several, many.
When you were a kid?
Yeah. Boston Bulldog. I think he was the first dog that I remember having. I was very, very young, little Boston Bulldog. Butch. And had a dog named Penny for years. Had a German Shepherd. I forget her name.
Did you tell us about?
Not very long.
I think Robin had a dog named Penny also.
Yeah. Little Sheltie Collie. Small collie. A little dog.
Maybe Penny is a dog.
Yeah.
Dog name.
Yeah, I had her for a good 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years. She was a good little dog. She was my favorite dog, and I missed her the worst of all the dogs that I had. I missed her very, very badly. And my mom, she was an evil bitch.
Oh no.
So I'm like 10 years old, 9, 10. I was quite young. Penny was 13, and she had gone half blind. She was pooping in the basement instead of outside. Her hearing was going bad. She was going downhill. She was not doing well. So my mom tells me, I come home from school one day and Penny's gone, and she's like, listen, Penny was not doing well. No one's home to take care of her. She's pooping in the basement. So I took her to a little old lady that is over on this side of town to take care of her, in her last days, and we'll go and visit her at some point and say goodbye. And I'm like, oh, okay. And every few days I would ask my mom, can we go see Penny? Mm-hmm. And she's like, no, not today. We'll go next week, blah, blah, blah. She kept putting me off. Needless to say, what she had done that day is taken Penny to the Euthanasia Center.
Yeah.
Where the youth from Asia centered. And she had put Penny to sleep. And she told me a big, fat, scolding lie to my face.
Why would she do that and then eventually, hold your hopes up, huh?
She didn't want me to hate her guts, and I would have hated her guts for doing that, but I would have understood. What bothered me more than anything was a big fat lie, that she didn't have the guts to be straight up with me.
Yeah. Well, then you have these hopes.
Yeah, and I found out, I just eventually realized, it sort of dawned on me that Penny was gone, she was probably not alive, and that my mom didn't really tell me the truth. Yeah. And then there was I had this epiphany moment where I realized she took the dog, had it put to sleep, and told me a big lie because she didn't have the guts to be straight up with me, and she never did have the guts to be straight up with me, and I got really angry at her. And it was like 2 or 3 years later that I just approached her. I says, yeah, this is what you did, and you lied to me. Yeah. And she's like, you lied to me.
Yeah.
Putting her to sleep was one thing, but you lied to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really angry with her. And it was really funny because there were some things with my mom that I could say with anger and hostility to her face, and I could do it, and it was fine. And I wouldn't get slapped or hit or yelled at or punished. But other things that I said or did, there was no tolerance. I would get slapped or hit or punished in some way for getting in her face or being all intense or being hostile or just getting up in her face. My dad, no, you could never do that, no matter what.
Yeah.
You'd absolutely be hit.
Okay. Ooh.
Or kicked.
Yeah.
He liked kicking.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he was a jerk. Yeah, he was fairly violent.
Yeah. Wow.
And my dad was one of these guys where he would respond calmly, coolly, unemotionally, or he would be calm, and then he would explode. Mm-hmm. And it would be, violent. He would explode, and you'd never know when he was going to blow up. He didn't drink alcohol. Neither of my parents did alcohol. My mom did, but she was sneaky about it. She would go and she would do dinners and stuff like that, and she would have drinks with clients.
Mormons, yeah.
Yeah, she wasn't a good Mormons as Mormons went, but she was a little bit more real. My dad, not so much. Okay, if you're watching the program, pick a number between 1 and 6.
So what happened when you yelled at your mom about the dog? Did she ever admit it, or?
Oh, she apologized.
Okay.
Yeah, she apologized. She got real. Yeah.
Here we go. Man, sad dog stories, huh? Okay. Oh, 1 and 6, I won.
Oh.
I have a 1.
Oh. Yeah, I got a 3.
Losing still, but you still have a chance to come back.
Yeah. You still have a chance. Brace yourselves. So anyway, enough about my jerky parrots. I have not had communication or contact with them in 20 years. 25 years.
Wow. Well, that's all the voicemails we got. We got
Yeah.
some old Mr. Ginty messages if we feel like listening to them, but I think we should call.
Have you called a McDonald's lately?
Yeah, we call McDonald's all the time. I think.
Well, I mean, like yesterday, did you call?
Yeah, I think I called them yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I think you have missed the McDonald's calls us because when you're here, we fill up all the time. We don't even need to call them or have time. Well, that's the point of the show. You don't need to do that. People say, well, why are you blah, blah, blah?
Hey, Daily Hour.
Hey, Freddie, how you doing?
Hey, Freddie.
I'm doing good. Just I already grabbed yesterday's tape. I had to go get my cell phone charger at TCTV this morning.
Oh.
I did that.
Hey,
And
hey,
now I got my phone.
You did a show in Seattle this weekend, yeah?
I did, yeah.
How'd it go?
Oh, it was great. Good time.
Nice.
Got to play with UFO FBI, and they're great.
They were on the
Anyone who's
program.
on tour. You can check out their episode on the Daily Hour. It was episode 1216. So check that out. UFO FBI, they're great.
Nice. Nice.
You see anything on the streets or on the news?
Streets, news, no. I heard, no, I don't know. No, I don't think so. Especially no dog news.
No dog news?
No dog news, yeah.
Yeah. No, I heard someone talking on the radio about that kid who ran over somebody while he was drunk driving, and they invented that affluenza thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, his excuse.
And I don't know if you talked about that on the program yet.
No, I have not heard about that. What is this?
Oh, there was a guy who he had a car thing where he hit somebody with a car, and then he was drunk. But then his lawyers are saying that because he was so rich and so I don't know, not taught about responsibilities or something, that he shouldn't be responsible.
Oh, no.
And it worked, didn't it?
No.
I don't think so. Maybe though, but it does. They did coin the phrase affluenza. You know,
yeah, being affluent.
Flu, but for being too rich or something.
I think
no. There's a set of symptoms. The term was invented essentially to describe a series of behaviors that people will feel and do and act, and they're consistent. The symptoms of affluenza. But I read about it. I saw a movie. It was, and it's generally accepted, not necessarily by psychiatrists, but it's an interesting condition that people in the westernized world suffer from, or they behave in the similar fashion. And if you want, I can tell you. I can.
I don't know if it. I mean, that definitely seems like not a disease.
Ignorance is not an excuse.
Well, no, it's a series of behaviors and they're irrational feelings and thoughts that occur, and a certain kind of behavior is the outcome of those feelings and thoughts. And they're not healthy, and people suffer as a result. But it's not like bipolar or depression.
If they let that guy go through, then after this, anytime anybody ever does a crime, they can just say,
Yep.
I didn't know it was a crime.
Yeah, if it was successful, it would be a terrible precedent.
Yeah.
Terrible. Yeah.
I guess the question is, are we responsible for, like, our personal perception of the world? I think that maybe that's what the lawyer is saying no, because he is like, I don't know, the dude was raised that way or something. But I think in a way we are responsible for that. You know.
Well, you know, I think a lot of people. A lot of people who are in the justice system. I mean, I don't want to make generalizations, but it's if they had criminal upbringings or negative, abusive upbringings, and they could start doing that kind of things themselves, and if that kind of cycle is, that's not really tolerated in regular society, maybe for the rich people.
Well, I tend to look at responsibility having to do with choice and insight. For instance, someone with a functional disorder, they have a dysfunction in their brain that causes them to do a thing. I would say that they're less responsible for their behavior because they don't have so much control over what goes on. They can't control their behavior, and therefore they're less responsible. But alcohol, definitely a choice. Driving while you're under the influence, definitely a choice. Running away or how you behave, definitely a choice. And so we're responsible for stuff like that. So, yeah, he's responsible.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And, I can't... I think it's wrong to be able to blame some thing that I chose to do and say, that thing that I chose to do,
I know.
I was whack and it's not my fault, and, let me get a free pass, please.
Yeah, no one ever wants it to be their fault, but usually it's
gotta be
usually
somebody's
it's my fault.
How's the production end going there?
It's going good. We're capturing yesterday's episode right now. You can probably hear it if I hold the thing up to the machine.
He called me back, so I stopped by the show. And I got my baby with me, and he's on TV.
Yeah.
Nice.
You hear that?
Sam and baby Oliver.
Yep. So that's going good. The website's up to date. We're uploading this night's episode to YouTube right now. Everything's going well. And I'm going to bring an extra monitor over to the studio so that we can either hook up a camera monitor, or also the other thing we could do is use it to do video calls like we did last week.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
So I've got that stowed up in my car, and I think production is going really smooth.
Hey, Freddie, listen, while you're still on the phone, I was talking with a person, and she had this idea. Danae gave me this. She had this idea for a thing to do with the program, and so I wanted to just approach this and see what you think. Her idea is that you have a large phone that you Skype with, so you can see the other person on the phone. And someone goes to McDonald's, and Kenny is Skyping with this person on that phone, and you can see him. You can see his face on the phone, and they face the phone to the clerk at McDonald's, and Kenny orders something from McDonald's or asks a question, and the person holding the phone will just simply pay for whatever he orders on the phone. And then you have a second person with a phone filming the whole thing, and that goes on the program. The idea is that you're interacting with a person, and then you interact with someone at McDonald's, and you get a thing, and you film. The whole thing.
What I
do
would
you
say
think
to
of
that kind of
idea?
thing.
Is that crazy? Is that whack?
Well, I say go for it, Danae. If you want to do that, you do it, and bring it to us, and we'll watch it.
Okay.
We'll put it on the cam for sure.
What do you think of that idea? Is that wacky?
It's wacky, all right.
It's wacky. I don't want to do it. Maybe they want to do it though.
Well,
if you set it up and bring it here, it'll happen.
Last Monday we were all Skyping, right?
Yeah.
We had Freddie on there, and some dude from London, just jumps right on.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, that was like so suddenly and so fast. you know, obviously.
Who knows what can happen? It's the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just intrigued by that whole process. So.
Oh, hey, it's time for a commercial break. Thanks, Freddie.
3,
Hey,
2,
thanks.
1. After these messages, we'll be right back.
Dance, Ole, dance. Live TV dance party. First Friday of each month, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. TCTV Studio A,
really good.
440 Yager Way. Oh, yeah.
Brown Interior Limited presents Private Memories, the new Skrill Meadow album for 2014. Featuring the song Save Bugs. Push and pull. Work with what you got. And long weekend. Private Memories from Skrill Meadow, available at these fine retailers.
Coming up tomorrow on the program.
On the program.
Your daily hour with me.
Yeah. Whoa. Hey. It's here. We're the commercial. We got Freddie on video.
Look, I'm somewhere else, but I'm on TV.
We'll go show him there. Yeah. We're doing video chats, and Lisa's here, and Charlie's here, and it's dog week. And we talked to Mr. Ginsu a lot. Mr. Ginsu is taking care of a cat and a bird. And here's this Freddie there. We're on every night, 11:30 at 2 a.m. TCU Channel 22.
I'm on TV. You can be too.
Hi.
Yeah, we're back. Yeah, we have about 20 minutes left here.
Yeah. Oh, they totally matched up. I get it now.
Yeah?
The little clock thing up on the upper left.
Mm-hmm.
I was confused by that for a while. And, yeah.
You figured it out now?
Yeah, well, I needed some technical assistance on understanding how that worked. And I'm like, I get it now. That's just kind of amazing. That is amazing.
There's nobody scheduled for tomorrow, but
Oh, no.
I think Regan is back. Remember?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have the number though, but
Yeah, I watched the football game yesterday.
oh yeah,
Did you watch
the
it?
Seahawks? I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I went over to Roberts, and he had a whole bunch of kids and food and beer. And
They like football.
Well, I'm not a sports fan at all. I don't really enjoy sports at all, really.
Yeah.
But I'll hang out with people that do like sports, and
They really like them.
well, I'll catch their energy.
Yeah.
They will exude this excitement and energy, and then that's when my own personal interest happens. And I start actually paying attention, and I don't know who the players are. I don't care who the players are. Like yesterday, it was pretty funny because there were the Seahawks and the 49ers, and the Seahawks had the dark blue and dark green and this sort of thing, and they were playing the 49ers that were white and gold, and I think there's a little bit of red in there or whatever. They have they have these different colors, but their helmets are gold,
Yeah.
right? And everyone there, of course, are cheering for the Seahawks, and someone says, hey, you know, because the 49ers were up. They were up by 7 points to start with. The first half of the game, they were winning. And so someone said, oh, we should bet on winners. And Robert's like, I'll bet $1. Let's do a betting pool. And blah, blah, blah.
We got to bet against them, too, though.
Yeah, well, they were kids. They have no money. They couldn't bet $1. And one kid did. And I said, I'll bet you $1 the 49ers will win. He's like, I'll take that bet. And so we set our $2 down, right? It was the only bet that happened.
Yeah.
And he was betting on the Seahawks winning. I was betting on the 49ers. I was cheering for the Seahawks.
Yeah. Okay.
I was cheering for the Seahawks.
Not supposed to bet for the opposing team.
Oh, I know. That's why I did.
Okay.
Because I kept talking, and it's like, ooh, those shiny golden helmets. Those helmets were shiny and gold. And it's like, you know what? These football players, they get hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars for a salary. Millions. And I'm like, I'll bet you they are rich enough they could gold plate their helmets. That gold could be real gold. Actual gold. It would be gold plating, you know, maybe a millimeter, not even that thick. You know, a millimeter is as thick as a dime. So it could be, you know, paper thin leafing of gold on the helmets. So they could actually have real live golden helmets. You know, because the 49ers have something to do with gold panning. And there was a gold rush in California. And it is connected to 1849, 1749, I don't know what year. Maybe it was 1749. I'm not sure what year, but there was a major gold rush. The Sacramento area was probably 1849, I guess. And so the 49ers are these individuals that were somehow involved in the gold rush, and so gold is a feature color. The emblem of the state of California is someone panning for gold. No, it's a bear. Never mind. Golden bear. It's a golden bear. But there's all kinds of logos and crests and other symbols of California that involve gold. So, you've heard of California blondes?
Yeah.
These are females generally whose hair is naturally brown, but is bleached by the sun to a golden color. California blonde.
Okay.
Not a natural blonde, but they have not used chemicals or product to make their hair blonde purposely. It's just blonde because they're out in the sun. The sunny sun. Yeah. So anyway, I lost my $1 to a kid. And he did the standard mockery. Ha ha, I won, and I did the, oh, I lost my $1. What am I gonna do? Blah 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 blah. Boo hoo hoo hoo. But I was happy the Seahawks won. So Robert's gonna do a Super Bowl party at his place.
Yeah.
So apparently there are traditional foods that you have to take.
Chicken wings.
Oh yeah. Okay. Chicken wings, hot sauce. Isn't it chili? Chili and chips? Isn't that another big
chicken
thing?
wings. Buffalo sauce.
What about like hot dogs or hamburgers? Is that traditional? That's more of a summer food, isn't it?
I think chicken wings and
wings.
dips. That's what I.
Chicken wings and dips. Well, I can eat
pizza.
The chicken. Oh, pizza.
Yeah.
Well, I can't do pizza generally because they're always covered in cheese, and I can't do dairy. But if it's vegetarian. Well, no, not necessarily even. Vegetarian stuff often has cheese on it, milk products.
A lot of it.
Yeah. Well, you know, I have done pizza where instead of cheese, the white sauce is pesto, and instead of cheese, it's a I don't know, more white sauce.
Is that really a pizza? That's more of a flatbread thing.
Yeah, with toppings that you bake. Yeah.
The cheese is what makes a pizza.
What? What?
The cheese is what makes it a pizza. Otherwise, it's just like saucy dough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saucy dough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where was I? Something about something. I haven't talked about science yet.
Yeah. What about science?
Okay. So China launched a probe to the moon. The probe landed, released a little rover, and the rover is taking pictures all over the place on the moon. It's riding fairly close to the rover, but it's taking close-up pictures of all kinds of stuff, and it's riding around. And it's the first time for China. I mean, China has landed a couple probes, or one probe, I think, successfully on the moon. Didn't do much, just took readings. It landed without crashing, which is a big feat generally. Only 3 or 4 nations have landed anything on the moon. The U.S., Russia, I think European Space Agency. Japan, I think, has too. Now China. So it's a big deal. China is getting more technologically savvy, and they're doing more in space. I think it was a couple weeks ago they blew something up in space and created all kinds of debris, and everyone's mad at them for junking up the orbital pathways of other satellites.
But they have so many citizens that are suffering, and they're doing all this NASA stuff.
Yes, it's terrible.
Hey, McDonald's, do you guys have those holiday pies still?
Sorry?
Do you guys have the holiday pies?
No, we don't have those right now. We just strawberry cream pie.
Strawberry cream pie? Oh, is it strawberry flavored cream, or is it like whipped cream and strawberries in it?
No, it's like strawberry with like cream on the middle. It's like a pudding. It's pretty good. It's like sweet.
Pudding?
Yeah.
But they call it cream, but it's more like a pudding?
No.
No? So it is a cream?
No. I mean, you can look it up online if you want to. It's called strawberry cream pie.
I don't want to.
Hello?
Yeah, I don't want to look at it online.
Hello?
Yeah, hello? Alright. Hey, okay, what happened? Let's see. 1, 3, 4. You have 500 points, but it doesn't matter because I won.
No!
Yeah. I have 1,000 points. You have only 500 points.
No!
And
What was your number?
1.
Oh, wow. You totally won one.
I did.
Twice.
Yeah.
You won one.
I would have won no matter what.
2 times 1.
And, it's kind of like...
winning 1. And the number 1.
Oh, yeah. We almost had a straight.
You won 1 with 1.
1, 2, 3, but we don't have no 5. 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Well, even for a fraction of a second, I won, and I'm happy.
Yeah. Well, it's like any other game, like sports game, football, baseball. You can have some points, but it doesn't matter because you still lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Well, for a fraction of a moment, I was thrilled and exhilarated with that, and then sadness.
Yeah.
I never know what to do with my 500 points when I do win. I mean, what do I do with them? I mean, I can't spend them on anything. I can't share them.
There's nothing to do.
Feel good?
Feel good. Cherish winning. I won. Yesterday I went to Seattle with Freddie.
Oh, nice.
And I don't think this guy's gonna hear about this, but someone told me about a story about their friend. They watched somebody die.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, this is serious. It was kind of freaked out. I was just talking to a guy, and he's like, "Sorry if I'm aloof. My friend just died, and apparently she was just walking, and she fell down the stairs, and he was just there. She fell down the stairs.
He watched her fall down.
He watched her fall down the stairs and die. So.
Oh my God.
It can happen.
She like broke her neck or
something. Who knows? But they're just doing whatever regular stuff, and 1 minute you're there, and then you fall down the stairs and you're just dead. So. Cherish life, cherish winning. When you win, it's like that,
Huh.
Yeah.
Ah. Yeah, that's pretty traumatic.
Stuff like that can happen. You can just be walking, and then you hit by a car or anything.
Well, okay, so I accept that sooner or later I'm going to die.
Yeah.
My eyes will close, and then I'm done. I accept that. It'll happen sooner or later. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I would like to keep experiencing things,
yeah.
Right? And most of it is I don't want to miss anything. I want to be around when this stuff happens. I want to be alive to see,
Mars.
The space dudes land on Mars.
Yeah.
I want to be around when aliens finally say, "Hey, we've been here all along," or "We've been here," blah blah blah. When it happens, I want to experience that. I don't want to miss out on any of that. And dying means, you're done, and you only get this, this sort of thing. So, my thinking is I don't want to suffer terribly and then die.
Look out! Yeah.
You fall down the stairs and it's like, ow, oh, ah, and then you stop feeling anything altogether.
Yeah.
So the suffering is very brief.
Still,
So-
yeah, look out.
Yeah, I keep thinking, I'll get hit by a car or something like that. Because, I do a lot of walking.
Yeah.
Cars don't pay attention.
Pay attention.
Yeah, well, they don't, so I do. I'm always... every once in a while, I will miss it. I will miss... I won't see him coming. Or I won't look left when I should have. And there have been so many close calls. And I figure, one of these days, the call will be too close. And it'll get me.
Hey, McDonald's, do you guys have those strawberries cream pies yet?
We do.
Oh, you do? That's good. How about any of the holiday pies left?
Sorry, what was that?
Thank you. Hello.
Hello, this is the program.
Hey.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, what's up? Me and Marquise and Freddie and Alice and Brian are all together in one kitchen.
Oh man, you caught us at the time.
Nice.
Are you guys gonna come? You're gonna come hang out afterwards, right? Where are you guys in Olympia?
Yeah, we're at Freddie's house. They're gonna come play some jams, I heard.
Yeah, you guys can come up here in about.
What?
Are you coming with them?
Me and Marquise are gonna do street teams.
Oh yeah. Well, tell them to be up here in about 10, 15 minutes. Then we'll be done.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'll be
we'll be
home.
done. Yeah. Oh,
Sounds
about 10
great.
minutes.
It was great to talk to you.
Hi, Alex.
You're in town and you're not gonna come on the program, huh?
I am gonna come on the program. I just gotta look at my calendar.
Oh, you're gonna get on the calendar right now because we have.
There's no one for tomorrow.
There's no one for tomorrow, Thursday, or Friday.
I will probably come on Friday. So
Friday?
don't hold me to it.
Don't hold you to it.
Write it down, Kenny.
Okay.
So-
And then find me.
Okay.
Yeah, reminder. That's what I need. I need reminding if it's not something I regularly do. I don't mind being reminded
Well-
because I forget stuff.
I think me and Marquise are gonna go do the street teams now, so wish us luck.
Which week are you gonna do?
Dogs.
Dog
And
week.
diversity.
I wanna think of a question. Just think of a question to request a street team.
How do you know?
Oh, is it?
Did you pay? Did you pay? How much did you pay for your dog, or did you get
No,
it free?
no, not that. Don't ask him about
No?
money.
Is
Is a taco a sandwich? Hello?
Yeah, but it's about dogs.
No, it doesn't have to be all about
Now,
dogs.
Let me think.
Alex?
Is your dog purebred? How about that?
Yes, my dog is purebred.
But ask the street people, is a taco a sandwich, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Are you gonna remember that one?
I'll remember.
Tell her now.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No. Well, actually, it could be.
Yeah, ask them.
Yeah,
It's
is a hot dog a
it's the
sandwich?
end of the program. Thanks, Alex. Thanks Dan. Thanks for being here
You're
today.
very welcome.
Yeah.
Thanks,
guys.
It's nice
Freddie
talking to you.
and
Allison.
Allison. Thanks,
And Brian and Marquise.
Brian
Brian
Martise,
Martise, Freddie,
whoever the strangers,
And Freddie.
Allison, and
stranger
Freddie.
callers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Bye.
Not thanks to
Okay,
norovirus.
good luck. Have fun. Yeah. No thanks to norovirus. Stupid little micron-sized capsid with RNA in it.
Thanks,
Damn.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
We made it through another episode without losing consciousness or dying.
Yeah. Yay to not dying.
Thanks, episode number and date. Thanks, TVs. Thanks, computers. Thanks, Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and the website. Check it out. Thanks, phones. Call that number. Leave a message. Thanks, crew. You guys want to be on the crew? Don't do anything. Care if you want, though. Thanks, TCTV. Yeah, livebaby.com. Check it out. Psycho Feeling. Jordy, fabulous. Thurston County, Washington State, USA. Thank you. Viewers, that you're watching, thank you. Hell yeah, dog week.
Hell yeah, bye-bye.
Oh, yo, 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 yo,